In the opening scene, we see Davis, who at a young age steals small things so that he can become a big thief in the future. Today, he is planning to steal a car with his friend Butch. As soon as a car stops at a red signal, Davis starts acting like the car has hit him. When the driver runs to check on him, Butch quickly comes from behind, sits in the car, starts it, and steals it. Then Davis also hurts the driver a little and manages to run away from there. After that, on the other side, we see a boy named Angel, who is caught by the police and being questioned. But he doesn't give proper answers to the police, so the police officer starts beating him. Even then, Angel doesn't say anything. When the police officer starts to leave, Angel attacks him from behind to take out his anger and injures him. Because of this, he is punished and sent to jail, where we also see Davis and Butch, who were arrested for stealing the car. All of them are brought to the correctional center. After taking away all their personal things, they are given new uniforms. Then we see Officer Sands, who gives them a short briefing and explains the correctional center's rules, which all the prisoners listen to carefully. Just then, we see Officer Goody come there too, and Officer Sands hands all of them over to him and leaves. Goody, who is a strict but sensible officer, takes all of them out of the correctional center office and leads them to their rooms. But on the way, Goody sees some other prisoners and angrily asks them, "What are you doing here? Go back to your cells." Then those prisoners look at the new prisoners with anger and walk towards their rooms. Then Goody takes the new prisoners to room A1 and makes them stand in a line. He tells them about the prison rules that according to the color of their uniform, they get the right to stay at a certain level in prison. Every prisoner gets a chance to be promoted in the ranking system. Right now, they are in level 1 room, and if they want to increase their rank, they will have to show strong improvement. Only then can they move to the next rank like level 2, where prisoners wear black pants and polo shirts. Those prisoners are smart and clever, and their chances of getting out of prison are higher. But if they fight or make any mistake, they will be given an orange suit. After saying all this, Goody leaves from there, and the 3 prisoners go to eat food. As soon as Angel is in the front of the line, Banks, who is serving food, drops food on Angel's hand to show that this prison is not easy for new prisoners, because Banks is a bully man who troubles everyone in prison. But Angel controls his anger this time and moves forward. He goes and sits near a boy in an orange suit whose name is Max. Max tells him that Banks is the worst and biggest bully in this prison, so he should stay away from him. Max says that the level they are at now is only because of Banks. Then both of them keep talking to each other while Banks keeps staring at them angrily. After that, Max finishes his food, gets up from the table, and leaves. On the other side, we see Butch, who is going towards the washroom, but his eyes fall on another prisoner who is staring at him from the upper floor. But Butch ignores him and goes into the washroom where Davis is also present. Davis sees Butch's tattoo and feels impressed. Then both of them brush their teeth and go back to their room to sleep. Then Goody comes there too and says goodnight to everyone, but luckily the first night passes without any incident. The next morning, Goody comes to the room again and wakes everyone up. He gives them work in which prisoners do general cleaning. Angel is also doing his work, but suddenly his eyes fall on Banks and his friends, who are going towards the upper floor where Butch is cleaning with his 2 teammates. Then Banks comes near Butch and tries to bully him, while his teammates are watching everything from a distance, but don't come forward because they are scared of Banks. Then Banks and his friends snatch Butch's new shoes and leave, so Butch is forced to wear his old shoes. On the other side, Angel falls asleep while working because he didn't sleep well at night. Then Goody comes and wakes him up and tells him to finish the work quickly. Angel starts working again, but just then Banks and his friends, who are still on the upper floor, start spitting on Angel. This makes Angel very angry, but at the right time, Goody comes and scolds them, so Banks and his friends leave from there. But inside Angel, the fire to kill him was rising like flame. During dinner, Banks secretly sends drugs to other prisoners without the police noticing. Later in the evening, when all the prisoners are sleeping in their rooms, Banks comes quietly with his friends, covers Angel's mouth with cloth, and attacks him. They start punching him, but by mistake, one of Banks's friends punches Angel on his face very hard, so Banks gets angry at him and starts leaving from there. The next morning, as always, when Officer Sands and Officer Goody check the prisoner's room, Officer Goody's eyes fall on Angel's face, and he understands that there must have been a fight at night. He tells the other prisoners to leave except Angel. He asks Angel, "Who did this to your face?" Angel does not tell the whole truth and says that he slipped in the dark. Goody understands that Angel is not telling the name out of fear. The officer asks again, "Who hit you?" But when Angel still doesn't tell, the officer is forced to send Angel to solitary confinement. A few hours later, we see Officer Sands taking all the prisoners outside so he can see their abilities and makes them dig at a place. When Banks is working with a machine, a police officer sees him and calls him near and praises him. Angel sees all this and feels jealous and angry from inside. On the other side, Max does not feel like working at all. He is just looking toward the jungle. When the officer gets angry at him and says, "Why aren't you working?" Max gets scared and starts working, but he still cannot work properly. After working for a long time, the officer orders them to finish work and says, "It's lunchtime now." When everyone finishes work and comes back to their room, Banks sees Butch and starts bullying him again. Banks tells him to take drugs. Butch is forced to take the drugs. Then Banks and his friends take advantage of him and start marking his face with a marker. They also check his belongings, where they find pictures of Butch's family. After some time, Butch's condition becomes very bad and he cannot stand on the ground. He starts crawling in the corridor and asking for help. Then Officer Goody sees him and quickly takes him to the shower room to control the drugs in his body. After freshening him up, Goody locks him alone in another room as a punishment. The next morning, an unknown man comes to the prison with a burger to meet his son. When a prisoner is cleaning there, he takes the burger and throws it in the dustbin and goes to a hidden room. There he takes out a packet of drugs hidden inside the burger and gives it to Banks, who gives him some money in return. In this way, some days pass, and now all three friends have only one goal: to take revenge on Banks. One day when Butch is sitting on a chair, Banks's friends come near him and start bullying him again. Luckily, Angel is standing near the door and sees everything. For so many days he had controlled himself, but today he could not control his anger. Davis quickly covers the camera with his jacket. Then Angel comes into the room and punches one of Banks's friends very hard, hitting him so much that his face gets completely damaged. Then he asks him, "Where is Banks?" One of his friends, out of fear, tells them where Banks is. Angel and Butch start going that way, and Angel picks up a cup in his hand. They check all the rooms and finally find Banks in the toilet. Angel takes out all his anger on him and starts beating him. He beats him so much that Banks cannot even move. Then Angel calls Butch so he can also take his revenge. But Butch just takes his shoes off Banks's feet, and then both of them leave from there. An hour later, Butch's mother comes to meet him. She wants to file a lawsuit against the institution for bullying her son. But because Butch is feeling more confident now, he tells his mother not to worry. When the trio showed the hooligans their place, their lives became a little peaceful, and all the prisoners were saved from Banks's bullying for a few days. But then another powerful man, who is famous with the name Shadow, starts taking interest in Angel. He tells his friends to bring Angel to him, but Angel refuses to go with them. Angel talks to Meekin and says, "I have seen you. You are sending drugs all over the prison, especially for Shadow Gang." But when Angel searches him completely, he doesn't find any drugs. The next day, when Angel is working with his friends, during work, Goodyear stops him and takes him to his office. There, a senior officer tells him that the authorities investigated the officer whom Angel had attacked before coming to this institution, and they concluded that Angel was only defending himself. If everything goes well, he will be released in a week, but the condition is that he should not do any violations. Angel agrees to this. During dinner, when everyone is having dinner together, a man from Shadow Gang attacks Meekin with a knife, which creates chaos among all the prisoners, and Angel sees everything. Then police are forced to find the knife used in the attack, so they take all prisoners out and start checking their rooms, but they don't find any proof. Then Angel cannot tolerate all this, and he goes into the kitchen and gives Shadow a hint that if he wants to harm him, he should not use other people. Along with that, he throws away the drugs that Shadow had given to Meekin to sale. The next morning, when the team is working in the corridor, Goody is talking on the phone to his officer, asking for leave for his daughter's birthday. But his officer does not agree and says that he cannot give him leave now because attacks in the institution have increased. On the other side, when Davis is painting, he makes a strange painting, and his friends start laughing at him. Seeing this, Goody puts down his phone and goes to them, asking, "Why are you not working?" But when he goes there, he also sees those strange drawings, which leads to a fight between Davis and Goody. Goody pushes him, and Davis's head hits a pipe, and he falls down. Then Angel gets angry at Goody and says, "What did you do? He made this just for his happiness." Goody cannot understand what he has done. Then Officer Sands comes there hearing the screams and asks Goody, "What is happening here?" Because Goody doesn't say anything, he starts doubting Angel, thinking maybe he did all this. So Angel is sent back to solitary confinement, and Davis is sent to the hospital. Seeing all this, Banks's friends become happy. Now Butch is left alone without his friends, so the hooligans do all kinds of cruelty on him, and in the end, they rape him. After some time, Angel is released, and during dinner he meets Butch. Both of them don't know that Davis has been declared dead. Before Butch could say anything, Angel tells him that he will be released in a week. In the evening, Butch gets up and asks the officer to let him call home, but because it is nighttime, the police officer refuses. There is no one to listen to his cry for help. Feeling helpless and thinking about the future torture, his emotions go out of control, and he ends his life. The next morning, riots start in the institution, and all the prisoners go on a hunger strike. Angel sees that Looney is very nervous because he knows that Banks's friends are the main reason for Butch's death. Then Frank uses the word dead in front of Sans, and this news reaches all the prisoners. All the prisoners start banging their hands loudly on the tables and chanting, "Dead, dead." The guards tell them to stop, but a fight starts between them. Sans quickly barricades the dining room and orders to call the special unit. On the other side, Angel starts beating Banks's friend, saying, "All this happened because of you." Meanwhile, the guards start using tear gas, but the protesters do not stop. Then the guards use rubber bullets to control them. During this, Max breaks the door of the trash chamber. Angel tells Max to come with him, but Max gets scared and goes back to the dining room. Angel heads towards the exit, not knowing that officers and security guards are waiting for him there. As soon as he comes out, there is a smile on his face, but that smile was only for a moment. The guards come and try to stop him, and in doing so, they break his leg and drag him back into the building. And this is where the story ends. So friends, how did you like this story? Do share your opinion in the comments. I will meet you in the next recap. Till then, take care. Bye.